the researchers, what they are saying that I want your data, but give me your data my way. I want to use your data my way. Because they want to reuse this data. They want to create something else from this data. Again, young scientists, this is a life scientist. He says that if I'm going to use a life science product on the online, I need a link for developer or API. Because they want to go to your platform, they want to get something, they want to play with something, that content, and they want to create something else. What's happening in the information industry also, librarians, when they are hiring librarians, right now today, they are looking for librarians who have talent in developing applications. We need to have more technology-oriented librarians in this to respond to this new generation. Again, APIs, internally, if you are not even giving your APIs externally, these are key stuff that you need to have within your company so that your employees can leverage the API in different areas. And why API is important? Because you can take a content, you can remix that content. The way that I see is like DJs. What they do, they get 2 songs or 3 songs, they mix that song, something at the end, they create something beautiful that the original songwriter couldn't imagine. That's the same thing that we can all do with the content that we have. Remixing, reusing the content to create something more creative that the original creator hasn't figured out. Personalization. If these companies can figure out what kind of movie to push to you or what kind of song to push to you to listen, why the hell in the scientific online publishing we cannot do this kind of stuff? Because what our researchers, our customers are asking is that give me recommendation. Give me recommendation based on what I'm reading, based on my subject, and based on what I'm downloading. Don't send me records just like anyone else. Understand myself, understand me, and then present me records depending on my subject. Collaboration and trusted views. Collaboration is key for us. Science is all collaboration. Trusted views are also important. What the researchers are saying that there's too much information. I need to filter this information through a social filter. I need to find out a trusted filter. I need to create my trusted network so I can filter this information. We are all bombarded with information. We are faced with thousands of information. There's an information explosion, and we have only limited time to absorb that information. We are exactly bombarded every time we get a lot of information. Now, some people are saying that the problem is not information overload. The problem is we are failing in the filtering of the information. But information overload is not something new. We had the information overload 1,000 years ago when Seneca told us that, hey, there is so much books that you can leave in the library. Instead of reading all the books, just follow few authors. This is the trusted network. Basically, he told us 1,000 years ago, find few trusted person, follow those guys. Now, analysts are telling us to the publishers that, okay, in the future, the publishers should integrate the content or aggregate the content and provide workflow solutions. Now, how many workflow solutions I can provide to all the different specific subjects? There are different niches. How many solutions we can create for each small niches? It's a very challenging task. And Merrimaker, who just left Morgan Stanley and joined a venture capital company that we've been using her slides, she showed us that these 3 major platforms that are trying to become #1 platform in our life, what they are doing, they are continuously innovating. And now we as publishers, we are competing with this platform in terms of innovation. How we are going to innovate? We think. And we say, okay, usually people say that don't reinvent the wheel. I take a different approach. I said maybe we should reinvent the wheel. Because Someone tried to reinvent the phone years ago. And what he did, he created something that is not a phone. That's a marketplace. And the way that we see this is a marketplace for innovation. So what we are saying that, okay, we need to do something with our platforms, with our products. So we created this new initiative called Cyverse. And the raison d'etre of Cyverse is to accelerate science. We want to accelerate science by empowering the research community, by providing our content APIs to the research community, corporations, developers, so that they can build applications, so we can provide more intelligent search and discovery across all the products you have subscription, plus the third-party content. So how we are going to do that? We launched Cyverse in August 28. It's our beta. And what we did before Cyverse, you had different products that you are going there. Now with Cyverse, what we did, we aggregated all the products, Scopus, ScienceDirect, and SARS in one platform. And what we did, we put applications on top of that platform. What we are doing is that we are telling to the scientific community, we are providing you the content or the APIs for you to use this content to create applications, to create solutions, and put those solutions back into the Cyverse platform. And if you want to sell the solutions, we are going to help you to sell the solutions to our institutions. This is one way for us empowering the research community. Now, the application publishing is very similar to journal publishing. What's going to happen, two scientists are going to collaborate. They are going to create an application. They are going to send the application to us. We are going to review the application. We are going to put that application in our platform, in the application marketplace, and people are going to be able to subscribe to that. Once they subscribe, if the application is a paid application, we are going to give royalty to the developer. So there is a similar circle that we have in the journal publishing. Again, what we are looking is, we as publishers, we are not going to be able to create all the solutions. We want to collaborate with the scientific community, with the developers, scientists, and researchers, and we want their creativity, their collaboration coming to our platform. One thing that we heard from the scientists and researchers, they want access to our content. And what we are doing here, we are giving you the tools to access to our content, build the solution, because sometimes you know your problems better than I, so you can collaborate with other scientists and build the solutions, but once you build the solutions, put in the Cyverse platform so we can expose that. And this is also another way for the scientific community or institutions to gain the revenue also. Now, librarians. Librarians' role are changing in today's environment. So here also what we see, librarians are going to be like a liaison between their customers and their research group. So if the librarian is hearing a need coming from a student or from their customer, they can go to a computer department student or someone else in their institution. They can say, okay, can you build this application? I heard this. So this way, in this platform, what we are saying that you can create your own solutions. You can customize the platform the way that you want to use this platform. And what we are looking is we are trying to create a new publishing ecosystem based on applications. Because what we need to enrich the content. As Tim mentioned, extracting insight is the key. And we strongly believe that applications that are built by the community, by the researchers, is going to enable to extract much, much better insight, and it's going to enable the whole scientific community to find better workflow solution in a marketplace that is going to be built by the scientist applications. Now, this is just what we have done is we launched the application marketplace as beta. So far, we created some applications to show the capability of the platform. And we partner with different universities and some startup companies, they build applications for us. And when you go to application marketplace, you see 13 applications that we have launched in our beta. And some of them are like table download or method search. So we created some applications ourselves, and some of them were created by third-party developers. Again, you can go to any application, you can view the application, and you can comment on the application. So you can rate the application. What's going to happen is a marketplace, and we are going to review the applications, but there are going to be some applications, mediocre applications, some of them are good. So what we are going to let, again, the scientific community, research community can say, okay, this is great, and then you are going to see great applications coming in as a featured applications.